Hello and welcome back to another video on the Wrestle Debate and to Money in the Bank 2022 out of 10. And of course it's a big show today. We not only have we got the two Money in the Bank ladder matches, we've also got some big title matches. Both the women's titles being defended. We've got undisputed tag team title match. We've got the US title on the line. So yeah, like I say, lots going on in the show. We kicked things off with the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Asuka was dominating the ring early on against Becky, while the others headed outside and fought over ladders. Asuka slammed Becky face first into a ladder before Raquel came in and took her down. Rodriguez tried to lift the ladder with Becky and Liv on it before smashing everyone in the ring with a ladder. Becky and Liv then teamed up and tried for a double suplex, but Raquel reversed it and dropped them on the ladder instead. Shotzi used the ladder to trap Raquel in the corner before everyone else piled on it, and Becky hit a dive on the top to the mess. Alexa cleared the crowd in the ring with a dive of her own before trying to climb out into the briefcase. Raquel then brought Bliss down but took a Hurricane Rana. Asuka came back and cleared the ring before she and Lacey ended up on top of the ladder. Lynch then dropped the ladder, but Evans and Asuka managed to escape. Liv, Lacey and Raquel were on the top of the same ladder before Morgan hit a powerbomb on Evans from the top. Shotzi hung Raquel upside down on the ladder and dropped Asuka on the mangled ladder. Becky then tried to climb, but Shotzi dropped her from the ladder. Shotzi tried for a dive on Becky, who was on the top of the ladder, but Lynch rolled away and Shotzi went straight into the ladder. Raquel then set up a ladder bridge between the apron and the announcer set, but failed to put Asuka through it. Becky came back and took them out before setting Asuka up on the ladder and climbing another one for a huge senton. Becky dropped everyone who was trying to climb the ladder, but Morgan came up to took her down with a knee strike from the top. Liv then got the briefcase and picked up the win. Becky Lynch for a foot outside, and we headed for a short promo for SummerSlam. But yeah, this was just really, really good for me. Probably the ladder match of the night, and it gets me out of 10 for me. Liv Morgan was a winner I didn't see coming, but one I'm definitely not opposed to. And obviously with what happened later in the night, I'll go into more detail then. But yeah, just on this match itself, for me it was a good winner and a really good match. 8 out of 10. Next up was Theory v Lashley for the US title. Lashley got the first takedown and Theory quickly fled the ring. Back in the ring, Theory took a big slam before rolling out of the way of the Sierra. Theory was on the apron when Lashley dropped him with a big forerun. Lashley was about to send him into the ring post, but Theory cancelled and took control for a bit. Theory hit a dive from the apron, but Lashley caught him and sent him into the ring post. Back in the ring, the champ took a beating, but managed to take Lashley down with a clothesline. Theory was in control for a bit before Lashley caught him with a big slam, but failed to get the pin. Theory then dropped Lashley on the turnbuckle before getting a drop kick for a 2 count. Lashley countered out the A-town down and got the hurt lock in, causing Theory to tap out. I personally didn't see this result coming. I thought we were heading to Cena versus Theory at SummerSlam for the belt, but clearly not. Lashley just insulting to see why he's out of the title picture. No real issue with this. We'll obviously watch transpire later, and it'll be intriguing to see where that goes. But 7 out of 10. Before we moved on to Bianca Belair versus Carmella for the Raw Women's Championship, Belair was in control early on, but Carmella caught her by the hair and managed to take her down. Bianca blocked a Hurricane Rana before Carmella rolled out the ring. Bianca chased her down and took her out with a tackle before they headed back to the ring. Belair then took some kicks on the head on the apron before Mella unloaded on her in the corner. Carmella locked in a submission hold before the champ broke out. Carmella dropped Belair by the hair before the champ got real mad and hit a stalling suplex. Belair then got some big shots in the corner before Carmella dodged a spear, sending the champ into the corner. Mella tried to kick a pin off the super kick, but Belair kicked out. Belair came back with a KOD and got the win. Carmella attacked the champ afterwards and beat her down before walking out. This gets a 6 out of 10 for me. Don't get me wrong, the match was fine, but to be honest, it just felt like there was no real stakes in this, because we always knew that Belair was going to retain, and it just didn't really feel anything too special really, and could have really just been done like a Raw or something like that. So it gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Next up, the Usos took on the Street Profits. Dawkins and Jimmy kicked off the match. The Street Profits were in control early on before the Usos headed outside. Montez and Jay tagged in before Ford got a drop kick and a near fall. Tags away, then Jimmy took out Dawkins with a dive through the ropes. Back in the ring, Jimmy took a right hook and hit a super kick before Jay and Ford tagged back in. Ford then got a blockbuster on Jay for a near fall before Jimmy came in and wiped him out. The Usos then got a double drop kick on Montez for a near fall of their own before Ford hit a massive dive on the outside and wiped both the Usos out before getting a frog splash in the ring on Jay, but Jimmy broke the pin. Dawkins then took a super kick on Jay and was sent outside and was sent into the timekeeper's area. Jay headed back into the ring and joined Jimmy for the 1D before getting the victory. After the match, we learned that Ford managed to get his shoulders up, but the referee missed it. Kind of protects the Street Profits, but just in general, really solid match. Gets 7 out of 10 from me between two of WWE's best tag teams. So not really a lot to complain about. Then got a creepy promo, but it was just a short teaser. I don't know who WWE could be hinting about. Some people were saying like Bray Wyatt, something like that, but I think it's just Edge. So I don't know if the WWE may have oversold this slightly. But anyway, moving on, we got Ronda Rousey versus Natty for the SmackDown Women's Tag Team Championship. Ronda was dominating early on, tried with the ankle lock, but Natalya managed to break out before heading outside the ring to taunt the fans. Ronda brought her back in, but took a discus clothesline. Natalya sent Rousey into the corner and started showboating before locking in a headlock. Ronda broke out and hit the Piper's Pit, but it was countered. Rousey tried for the sharpshooter, but Natty got to the ropes to break the hold. The Queen of Hearts sent Rousey outside, and it looked like Champ hurt her knee. Natty locked in the sharpshooter on the apron, but Rousey sent her into the ring. Rousey got the ankle lock in once more before Natty reversed it into the sharpshooter. Ronda reversed it back into an armbar before picking up the win. Liv Morgan came down and cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase, and we got an impromptu title match. Ronda locked in an ankle lock right away, but Liv managed to reverse it into a roll up and picked up the win. Liv Morgan is the new champion, and I did not see this coming at all. I'm just not too sure about it. I feel like pretty much every women's Money in the Bank thing is getting cashed in on the night or like the night after, something like that. I just want to see Liv go on a bit of a run with it. For me, I think Ronda's reign should have maybe gone on a bit longer. And even in this match, she should have really just slaughtered Natty in 30 seconds. But I guess this means Ronda's going away for a little bit. Here, Liv Morgan, I'm excited to see what she can do with the belt. I'll give it a pass, 7 out of 10. But yeah, I'm not totally sold on it. But I guess we'll just have to see where it goes. And it was time for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Alan Pearce came out before the match and said there was an 8th entrant into the match, Theory. Most of the Superstars teamed up against Omos off the bat, and the Giant wiped out Riddle and hit a big slam on Drew before we headed outside the ring. Omos picked up a ladder and tossed it into the ring while Sami Zayn was cowering behind the ring post. Sheamus and then Riddle tried to stop Omos but were taken down. Madcap came in and tried the same, but was also tossed outside. Drew McIntyre finally managed to take Omos out with a Claymore and started climbing to the top. Sheamus stopped Drew from climbing, and the two traded fists before they joined forces to beat up Theory. Rollins was in the ring and tried for a pedigree on the ladder, but Riddle reversed it and dropped him on the ladder before hitting the Briton. Sami and Moss were in the ring, and Madcap ate a ladder before hitting a spear in the corner. Omos tried to make another move for the briefcase, but for the other superstars took him outside and buried him under a mountain of ladders on the entrance ramp. Moss then hit a powerbomb and Sami threw a ladder in the ring, but Sheamus got the white noise on Moss. Riddle came back in and hit draping DDT using the ladder on Sheamus before getting a power slam on Rollins. Riddle went up to the top of the ladder in the ring and hit a floating bar on the rest of the superstars in the ring. Omos came back and took control before getting a double check slam and Theory about 7 feet in the air. Riddle got the triangle lock on Omos and Moss came in and helped send the Giant to the outside. The superstars clearly announced this and lifted Omos and put him through it. Sami Zayn almost got the briefcase, but Drew brought that down. McIntyre then trapped Sheamus under the ladder and went up to the top, but Butch came in and locked in a sleep hold on Drew. McIntyre then crawled back into the ring before taking Butch out, but this time Sheamus trapped the Scottish Warrior under the ladder and went up. McIntyre managed to lift the ladder and Sheamus on it, toppled it before getting a Claymore on Butch. Sami came in and dropped Drew and Sheamus both on the ladder before he headed to get the briefcase, but Madcap took him down. Rollins dropped Madcap and got the stump before trying for the briefcase, but Riddle got him with an RKO from the top, which is an excellent spot. Riddle made a climb, but Theory met him up there. Two traded shots and Theory dropped Riddle to become Mr. Money in the Bank. This gets 7 out of 10 from me. Really, really solid match. Kind of like the women's one earlier. Two really good ladder matches. Theory coming in, I don't know. I'm just not sure about it really. It's good that Theory's got it after losing the US title. WWE really going on him. But surely he should have been announced before the match. I just don't like people coming in like that, and it just all felt very rushed. So mixed feelings on it, but I'll give it 7 out of 10. Overall, Money in the Bank gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I thought Money in the Bank was actually a really solid pay-per-view. There were some few questionable booking decisions, but on the whole, I don't think any were absolutely terrible, and I'm willing to give them all a chance. So we'll have to see where it all goes. But just in terms of the pay-per-view itself, the quality of the matches is good. Enjoyed the 2 ladder matches. On the whole, decent enough show. But anyway, guys, that's it for me. Thanks very much for watching. So like, share, subscribe, make sure to comment down below, follow us, and for daily F1 news. And subscribe to the channel, subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.